Hey, one of the first cool things that happened when I was using Claude, I went to lunch with a guy who needs a little bit of help with some IT infrastructure upgrades. Long in the tooth, they had some really old financials on Microsoft GP. He needs to upgrade. So what does a good CTO do with the new tool? Came home, immediately typed into my really cool tool and Claude. I just said, hey, I'm a consultant. I want to prepare a proposal for a new client as an OEM electronics repair shop, a little bit about them. They need the following things and help me craft an amazing proposal using this contract services SOW in my Notion workspace. So now I have Notion and I have Google Drive and a couple other things. Claude immediately starts asking me some questions. I dutifully answer, ask me a couple more questions. Oh, by the way, I had deep research on and extended thinking, things you only get at the $100 price point. So we'll cover that a little bit later, but research is amazing and deep thinking allows it to go through and make decisions and create plans and then execute iteratively on those plans. What's the timeline? I answered best of my ability. Thanks for providing. It spent 9.5 minutes, 43 sources, which I can go check out. And then, what questions was it trying to answer? And it said, great, awesome, here's your thing. And then, so this is annotated research, and I can go check out what it did. Vendor matrix, top solutions and why, potential drawbacks, pricing, some couple things in there I would question. But for a first cut, wow, it's pretty cool. And it came to a pretty good conclusion. And then KPIs and what to track and probably a little bit verbose, right? But, it even threw out a little timeline for us. Wow, that's pretty cool. And so here's timeline, here's some analysis and some things to consider. And that's pretty cool. And then so I said, all right, I will like to save this. It ran a couple of errors. So this is one thing. The local MCP servers, I had to go grab it from GitHub, compile it, run it with Node. It's a little flaky. Sometimes they go up and down, and sometimes they don't do what you want. Remote MCP is the key, and we'll talk about that in another call. Finally, was able to go through, try to publish with the Google Drive template, and it said, I found it, and went through and actually didn't find the template, found something similar, and it said, hey, here you go. And then this is exactly what I wanted, table of contents. How cool is that? We went through and before the end of the day, told the executive, hey, here's an AI thing that we generated. I reviewed it. I think there's a couple things I want to change and explore, but directionally, is this good? And he was super impressed, and he thought, man, this is awesome. These guys know what they're doing. So what is time to market worth with a very well polished proposal? And I think it was very impressive. And I think it also is going to be one of these things where you have to come on top with your particular expertise and explain why AI is not enough, but it's a pretty good start. It's 80% solution, and where you would like to take it. But hey, other people would have charged him $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 to do that initial research to get him a proposal that he may or may not want to execute on. I was able to get it to him for free the same day and confirm directionality on a few key items and let him know I was listening and I understand what his problems are and give him a couple quick recommendations. I think this is going to be a really cool ride.